My name is Brando Vanschoyck, from a little place called Hyman, Kentucky, originally. I live in Nancy, Kentucky now. And I'm going to start off with a brand new song. I wrote this song about a friend of mine that was going through a hard time, and I was kind of the guy he talked to during that time. And it aggravated me, the things he was having to deal with, but I couldn't tell him because I had to kind of remain calm and be his rock during that hard time. So I wrote a song about it, and someday I'll tell him it's about him when he's ready for it. But it's called Some Things. Sometimes it's space between words we say. Sometimes it's space between all the notes we play. Sometimes it's a feeling you don't feel, makes you walk away. Some things, yeah, some things you just can't explain. You just can't explain. How do we put out a fire that's still burning hot? How do we make believe it's worth another shot? 9 of swords is on the table. I know I won't be able to clear my mind tonight. Some things, yeah, some things that never work out right. They never work out right. Can you take me back to the time when everything's alright? Can you take me back to the time making love all night? Can you take me back to the time you would hold me tight? Take me back to the time you didn't make me cry. You didn't make me cry. Yeah, some things, yeah, some things you just can't explain. I started playing music when I was about 8 years old. Started trying to learn to play guitar. My uncle, his name was Vansel Sloan. They called him Pud. And he was a great guitar player and he inspired me. He was one of my heroes, you know, when I was little. We were really poor growing up where I grew up, and so music was a thing that made us happy. You know, we didn't have to think about our problems that was going on with life. And my grandma was Old Regular Baptist. A lot of people don't know what that is. That is a form of Baptist Christian from southeast Kentucky. It's unique to our area. And so she would sing in their style, which is a call and respond. So there was always that kind of real haunting, like singing going on, and it's beautiful. And I think it influenced my singing style. When I first started playing music, I didn't really care about singing so much. It was something I did that made me happy and made me feel good with my grandma and people like that. I wanted to play guitar. I wanted to be a lead guitar player in a metal band. So that's what I did. I played guitar in metal bands up until about 2 years ago. This next song is called Drive. It's about a pretty embarrassing time in my life, but I feel like I like to be transparent with music, and maybe it'll help people that's going through the same thing. And at this time, I just got out of jail, and my relationship was over, and I was kind of homeless. I had nowhere to go, and I had about 40 or 50 bucks, and put that in gas and bought something to eat, and I drove down from East Kentucky, around Hazard area, down to Johnson City, Tennessee, to live with my buddy Chris and his wife Kristen, which I love them, thankful for them. And they let me sleep on their couch, and I started my life over, and this is kind of what I was going through at that time. It's called Drive. As the day turns to night, stop signs and street lights, got a bag in a bag. Two wrongs don't make it right. Yeah, no, yeah, I know, yeah, I know, yeah, I know, yeah, I know. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. At the end of the road, I ain't got nowhere to go, so I'll just drive until it feels like home. Am I really alive? Just trying to survive all the hurt, all the lies. You can see it if you try. Yeah, no, yeah, I know, yeah, I know, yeah, I know, yeah, I know. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. At the end of the road, I ain't got nowhere to go, so I'll just drive until it feels like home. I don't care what's wrong, I don't care what's right, I just don't wanna be alone tonight. Yeah, no, yeah, I know, yeah, I know, yeah, no, yeah, I know. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. At the end of the road, I ain't got nowhere to go, so I'll just drive until it feels like home. Yeah, I'll just drive until it feels like home. Yeah, like home. Yeah, like home. Every song I've ever written, I feel like, to me, is a gift that's given to me from something bigger and more intelligent than me, whatever that may be. Because I've never had the idea of, like, I'm going to sit down today and write a song. I've woke up in the middle of the night most of the time, and it's like listening to the radio almost. I can hear the melody, the lyrics. Sometimes I'll have to fill in the gaps, but 95% of it's all there, and I just have to sit down and figure it out like a cover. And that's how I learned to play, was figuring out what I heard. You know, I don't have any formal training, and so I'm very fortunate, and I don't take that for granted, and I don't like to take all the credit. I kind of feel like a conduit, honestly. It's real personal, and it's almost like writing my life story or a diary and handing it out to the world, so it's conflicting sometimes. This next song is called There's More to a Man. This is one of my favorite songs I've ever done, and it's loosely written about a buddy of mine. He's like a big brother to me, but he was the bassist for it, and I won't say his name because he don't like that kind of spotlight. But I grew up in southeast Kentucky, and most of my family and friends were coal miners. And I seen a lot of very talented people from my area that had to work really hard for a living. They didn't get to chase those dreams of being artists or musicians or football stars or whatever it may be. And I thought that was always honorable to be a man or woman that worked really hard, and they don't really get a lot of credit. They're just the everyday average Joe blue-collar person, and this is kind of a tribute to them and mostly to my buddy that I'm talking about. And I love you, you know who you are. He's one of the best fathers and husbands and friends I've ever had the privilege of meeting. And he had to give up on a lot of very big dreams. That he had a lot of opportunities, and he decided to be a husband and a father, and he's a great person, and this is a tribute to all the working men and women. It's 4 a.m., but he can't press snooze, 'cause the wife needs a house and the baby needs food. His back is hurt, his hands are too, but his brother needs a car and his sister needs shoes. There's more to a man than flesh and bone. There's more to a man you'll ever know. He wants more from life than some more word boots, but the wife needs a house and the baby needs food. His dreams on hold, he's out of town. Life's an old wheat light in a dirty coal mine. His old six string is out of tune. He might have been a big star if he had a chance to. There's more to a man, flesh and bone. There's more to a man you'll ever know. He wants more from life than some more word books, but the wife needs a house and the baby needs food. He might have been a big star if he had a chance to, but the wife needs a house and the baby needs food. Oh, baby needs food. I want to keep pursuing music. I love getting to do what I'm doing. I feel like it's just a dream come true. Since I was little, that's what I wanted to do, but as I got older, I figured that wasn't a possibility, so I turned away from music. The fact that I'm being able to play and meet people like you all and meet all the friends that I've met and learned is just a blessing. I want to improve, so I'm always looking at ways to improve. I love meeting people that are better than me and learning from them. I love knowledge and I love learning, and at the end of my life, I hope someday that they'll say I was a pretty wise guy, and not in a funny way. This next song is called She's My Kind of Lady, and I thought it was the weakest song I had, honestly. It was real plain and just, it wasn't a sad song. Most of my songs are sad. So I really wasn't that into it, but the guys that I recorded my music with, Sam Rogers and Stephen Millars, they talked me into putting it on the record, and I was like, well, whatever, I'll put it on there. And it ended up getting the most streams of any of them, so I'm glad I did. It was a good call, and the more I play it out and let people hear it, the more I've grown to like it myself. So it's called She's My Kind of Lady. She's my kind of lady. She's my shelter from the storm. She loves when I call her baby. She gives me one more. Where'd you come from? Whoa, where'd you come from? Ooh. She's kind of lady I've been waiting for so long. Says it drives her crazy when I sing her all my songs. Oh, where'd you come from? Whoa, where'd you come from? Ooh. Tells me she wants forever, that I'm the only one. I don't know how I got her, but I'm the lucky one. Oh, where'd you come from? Whoa, where'd you come from? Ooh. That's what's next for me, is just every day trying to be a better person, first of all, and trying to evolve and try to be a better musician, and try to be a better friend and better son and better family member, and hopefully get to have many more cool experiences like this. If it all ends today, I feel like I've got more than I deserve out of this, you know, so I'm very appreciative. I'm very thankful. This next song is called Burn. It's my first single I ever put out, and suicide has touched my life a whole lot. I had a buddy, his name was Jackie Sloan, rest in peace. He was one of my best friends. He played bass in a lot of the bands I played in, and he ended up taking his own life when I was in college. And from southeast Kentucky, men don't really talk about emotions and feelings and things like that. We was kind of taught not to. And growing up, it's something that we just didn't do, and I still have a hard time with it, honestly. But I tried to make a song about it for people like me that may experience those things, and if it just helps one person, then it's done its part, you know. That's what this song is about, and I just hope that it might help somebody someday. It's called Burn. Some days I just wish the world would burn. Some days I'm just waiting for my turn. But in my mind is where I hide it all. So far down, there's nowhere left to fall. Through the flames, no one can hear my cries. I'm too far gone to make it back this time. So watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Myself alive. Some days I can leave it all behind. Some days hope is hard to find. But in my eyes, the stories you won't know. You won't recognize them barely hanging on. And through the flames, no one can hear my cries. I'm too far gone to make it back this time. So watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Watch me burn. Myself alive. Watch me burn. Myself alive. The girl I had been seeing passed away in October 2020, and my best friend John Fugit passed away 2 months prior to that, and they had both wanted me to sing and pursue that and do like a singer-songwriter thing just for them, and to make some songs and record them so they could have them like a CD. And when they passed away, I kind of got encouraged to go out and do that, and that's where I'm at now. This next song is called I'll Call on You, and it's real near and dear to my heart as well. And this just happens to be a sad story. the girl, she was the love of my life, and we had separated on very good terms. She was still my best friend. We had been separated a month or two, and she passed away in October of 2020. And I didn't know how to deal with that. Still honestly don't. But her name was Sarah, and I love you, Sarah. Rest in peace. She was my best friend, and this is kind of what I was going through at that time. It's called I'll Call on You. I need caffeine to wake up. I need pills to go to sleep. I'm losing my mind, and I can't even say goodbye with a kiss. I say I'm sorry with a song. Yeah, there's people all around me, but I feel so alone. So I'll call on you when the pain creeps deep inside. Yeah, I'll call on you when there's no one to hold me tight. Yeah, I'll call on you when I can't sleep at night. Yeah, I'll call on you when it's my turn to die. I've always been a sinner. I'll probably die alone, living at the bottom. It's dark and it's cold. People trying to love me, I won't let them get too close. Yeah, the ones I cut the deepest are the ones I love the most. So I'll call on you when the pain creeps deep inside. Yeah, I'll call on you when there's no one to hold me tight. Yeah, I'll call on you when I can't sleep at night. Yeah, I'll call on you when it's my turn to die.